Hi, I'm Raylan. I used to think I had the perfect little life. Cute house in the suburbs, a husband who seemed to adore me, and our beautiful daughter, Lily. That was before I realized my husband was slowly draining the life from our family, one bank transfer at a time. 8 years ago, I met Derek at a friend's barbecue. He was charming, funny, and seemed so stable. We got married after a year, and Lily came along 2 years later. Everything was picture perfect for a while. Babe, did you see this electric bill? It's way higher than last month. I handed Derek the paper across our kitchen table. We'll figure it out. Money's a little tight right now, but it'll bounce back. He barely looked up from his phone. That became his standard response. Always, we'll figure it out, but never any solutions. Meanwhile, our refrigerator got emptier each week. I started noticing Derek would disappear every Sunday afternoon. One day, I finally asked, "Where do you go every weekend?" "Just checking on Mom. You know how she gets." Ah, yes, Vivian. My mother-in-law had a special talent for creating emergencies only her son could solve. Since Derek's dad died, she'd gotten worse. "Raylan, darling, you look tired. Is everything okay?" Vivian asked during one of her surprise visits, her perfectly manicured nails tapping on our counter. "Just busy with work and Lily." "Well, Derek tells me you've been stressed about money. You should really budget better." I nearly choked. We'd always managed our money well until recently. "By the way," she continued, "have you met Rick? He's taking me to the Bahamas next month." Vivian was 65 but dressed like she was heading to a nightclub. Her new boyfriend Rick was at least 10 years younger and always dressed like he'd stepped out of a luxury car commercial. That night, I found Lily in the kitchen at 11 p.m. "Honey, what are you doing up?" "My tummy hurts. It's making growly noises." I realized we'd been stretching meals, making smaller portions. My baby was hungry, and I hadn't even noticed how bad it had gotten. The next day at work, my friend Tara cornered me in the break room. "You've lost weight, and not in a good way. What's going on?" "I'm fine." "Bull, you brought the same sad peanut butter sandwich 3 days in a row and you keep turning down lunch. Talk to me." I broke down and told her about our mysteriously vanishing money, about Lily being hungry, about the unpaid bills piling up. "Check your accounts, right now." Tara's expression was dead serious. That night, while Derek was in the shower, I logged into our online banking. Our savings account, the one we'd built for emergencies and Lily's future, showed a balance of $212.46. It had held over $30,000 3 months ago. My hands shook as I checked the transaction history. Weekly transfers to the same account, Vivian's account, each labeled Family Support. I stared at the screen until my eyes burned. Weekly transfers of $500, sometimes $1,000 straight to Vivian. 8 years of marriage, and I'd never thought to check our joint accounts regularly. What a fool I'd been. When Derek came out of the shower, I was sitting in the dark living room. "Jesus, you scared me. Why are you sitting in the dark?" "Where's our money, Derek?" "What are you talking about?" I turned my laptop toward him, the banking page glowing blue in the darkness. $30,000. Gone. To your mother." His face changed, hardened. "Mom needs help with her bills." "Bills for what? The Bahamas trip she just took with Rick?" "She's had a rough time since Dad died. You wouldn't understand." "I wouldn't understand? We can barely feed Lily. The electricity might get shut off next week." "You're exaggerating. We're fine." "We are not fine. There's nothing in the fridge but condiments and a half-gallon of milk." Derek grabbed his keys. "I need some air." He didn't come home that night. The next morning, I scrolled through Vivian's Facebook while Lily pushed cereal around her bowl. New photos showed her and Rick on a yacht, champagne glasses raised high. "Mommy, I don't feel like eating." Lily's face was pale. Her eyes had dark circles. When had my vibrant child become this listless little girl? "Just a few more bites, sweetie." "For me?" My phone rang. Lily's school. "Mrs. Wilson? This is Nurse Martinez. Lily told her teacher she's dizzy and her tummy hurts. She's in my office now." "I'll be right there." At school, Lily curled up on the vinyl cot, looking tiny and fragile. She mentioned not having breakfast, Nurse Martinez said quietly. She had cereal this morning, I lied, shame burning my cheeks. Mrs. Wilson, this isn't the first time. Her teacher noticed she never has snacks and she's been falling asleep in class. I took Lily home and made an appointment with her pediatrician for the next day. That evening, Derek finally came home. Where the hell have you been? Your daughter is sick. At Mom's. You upset her with your accusations. I accused you of giving our money to your mother while our daughter goes hungry. Mom needs the money more than we do. Rick has expensive taste, and she deserves happiness. More than Lily deserves food? Are you hearing yourself? Derek slammed his hand on the counter. My mother raised me alone. I owe her everything. And what do you owe your daughter? Mom says you're just bad with money. If you manage things better. I found your transfers, Derek. $24,000 in 3 months. It's my money, too. I decide where it goes. While we eat ramen and Lily wastes away? Stop being so dramatic. The next morning, Lily barely touched her toast. I dropped her at school with my heart in my throat. 3 hours later, my phone rang again. Mrs. Wilson, you need to come right away. Lily collapsed during recess. I raced to my car, heart pounding. When I got to the school, an ambulance was parked outside. She fainted and couldn't be revived immediately, the paramedic explained as they loaded my baby onto a stretcher. Her blood sugar is dangerously low. As they closed the ambulance doors, I caught a glimpse of Lily's tiny face, an oxygen mask dwarfing it. This wasn't just about money anymore. My husband and his mother were literally starving my child. I rode in the ambulance, clutching Lily's tiny hand. At the hospital, they whisked her away while I filled out paperwork with shaking hands. Dr. Kim found me in the waiting room an hour later. Mrs. Wilson, we've stabilized your daughter, but I'm concerned about her condition. Is she going to be okay? She's severely malnourished. Her blood work shows vitamin deficiencies consistent with prolonged inadequate nutrition. Has Lily been having regular meals? My throat tightened. We've been having financial difficulties. Dr. Kim's expression shifted. I understand economic hardship, but this level of malnutrition didn't happen overnight. I'm required by law to report this to social services. A cold weight settled in my stomach. I've been trying. Mrs. Wilson? A woman in a gray pantsuit approached. I'm Monica Jenkins from Child Protective Services. I need to ask you some questions about Lily's home environment. For the next hour, I explained our situation, omitting nothing. By the time Derek arrived, I was emotionally drained. What happened? Is Lily okay? He looked genuinely worried. Your daughter is malnourished, Dr. Kim stated flatly. Severely so. Monica introduced herself to Derek. I understand you've been transferring significant amounts of money to your mother while your household struggled financially. Derek blanched. It's not like that. Then explain it to me, Monica said. My mother needs help. She's getting older and… Your mother who just posted photos from the Bahamas? I pulled up Vivian's Facebook page. Derek finally broke. Fine. Yes, I've been giving Mom money. She said she needed it for medical bills. And you never verified that? Monica asked. She's my mother. I trust her. More than you trust your wife? More than you care for your daughter? Before Derek could answer, Vivian burst into the waiting room, Rick trailing behind her. Where's my grandbaby? What have you done to her, Raylan? What I've done? You've been taking food from her mouth. Don't be ridiculous. If you were a better mother, a better wife, you would have managed the money better. The money you stole? Derek gave it willingly. A good son takes care of his mother. Monica stepped between us. Ma'am, who are you? I'm Vivian Wilson, Derek's mother and Lily's grandmother. Miss Wilson, are you aware your son has been giving you money that was needed for your granddaughter's basic needs? That's absurd. I had no idea they were struggling. Really? Tara had arrived, holding up her phone. Then why did you text Derek last week saying, and I quote, I don't care what Raylan says about bills, I need that money for my cruise deposit? Vivian sputtered. How dare you? I've been gathering evidence, Tara told me quietly. Bank statements, texts, everything. Later, while Lily slept in her hospital bed, Derek found me in the hallway. Raylan, I'm sorry. I never meant for Lily to get hurt. But you knew we were struggling. Mom said you were exaggerating. She said all wives complain about money. Our daughter is in a hospital bed. I know, and I'm sorry. But Mom really does need— Stop. Just stop. That night, after Derek left, I called the number Tara had given me. Callahan Family Law, this is Jennifer. I need to speak with someone about financial abuse and a child custody. The next morning, when Derek returned, I'd made my decision. I forced tears and took his hand. I forgive you, Derek. We'll get through this together. The relief on his face was palpable. He had no idea I'd already set my trap. 3 days after Lily came home from the hospital, my plan went into motion. I'd been recording every conversation with Derek and Vivian, documenting every admission. I'm just running to the store, babe, I told Derek while slipping a USB drive to Tara, who'd come to visit Lily. An hour later, I sat across from Detective Martinez. Everything's on that drive bank records, text messages, recorded conversations where they admit knowing we couldn't afford food, plus medical records showing Lily's malnutrition. This is extremely thorough, Mrs. Wilson. My lawyer helped organize it. Meanwhile, Tara was executing Phase 2, creating a detailed social media post in a private community group explaining our situation. She wouldn't publish it yet, but it was ready. When I returned home, Derek was on the phone with his mother. I acted normal, making dinner and checking on Lily. The knock on our door came exactly when expected. 7:30 p.m. Detective Martinez and Officer Reynolds stood on our porch alongside Monica from CPS. Derek Wilson, we need to ask you some questions regarding allegations of child endangerment and financial abuse. Derek turned white. What? Raylan, what's going on? The same thing that's been going on for months. Only now, everyone knows. They questioned him in our living room. Each time he tried to lie, I played a recording that contradicted him. You knowingly transferred funds needed for your daughter's basic necessities? I didn't know. I played the recording. I know we're low on groceries, but Mom needs this money for her and Rick's anniversary trip. Derek was arrested that night. I called Vivian immediately after. Your precious son just got arrested for child neglect. What have you done, you vindictive bitch? Only what you forced me to do. Oh, and check your local community Facebook page in about 10 minutes. Tara published the post, complete with screenshots of Vivian's luxury vacation photos juxtaposed with Lily's hospital records. The community erupted. 2 days later, Vivian showed up at my door, eyes swollen. You've ruined everything. Rick left me. Said he didn't sign up for this drama. The neighbor ladies won't even look at me at the grocery store. Where is all that money you took from us? Gone. Trips, restaurants, gifts for Rick. It's all gone. Then so are you. From our lives. Forever. I slammed the door in her face. The court proceedings moved quickly. With the mountain of evidence, Derek was sentenced to 18 months for child neglect and financial abuse. Vivian wasn't charged, but was named as an accomplice in civil court, where the judge ordered her to repay every penny, which she couldn't. 6 months later, Lily and I moved into a cozy apartment across town. The community had rallied around us with a fundraiser that covered our security deposit and first month's rent. I'd been promoted at work, and Lily's health had completely recovered. Mommy, can we have pancakes again? Lily asked one Saturday morning, her cheeks now full and rosy. You bet, sweetie. All you want. My phone buzzed, a text from Tara. Saw Vivian working at the dollar store today. Derek's parole hearing was denied. I smiled as I mixed pancake batter. Our refrigerator was full, our bills were paid, and my daughter was never going hungry again. Later that day, I took Lily to the park, where she raced around with boundless energy. Watching her play, I knew we'd not only survived, we'd won. Some people say living well is the best revenge, but I disagree. The best revenge is watching those who hurt you face the consequences they earned, while you rebuild something beautiful from the ashes they left behind. What would you do if you discovered your spouse was secretly giving away your family's money to their parent while your child went hungry? Would you seek revenge like Raylan did, or would you try to work things out? Would you have gone public with the situation or handled it privately? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe to see more stories about overcoming toxic relationships. New videos every day that explore the complicated reality of family dynamics and personal boundaries.